So I always find, Craig, that, our clients are really impressed with the idea that we worked on both the plaintiff and defense side of workers' comp and what advantages that brings to the table. What about you?
No, I feel the same way, and I think unlike a lot of attorneys out there, we didn't just come up doing one type of law one type of way. We had the advantage, after Hurricane Katrina, getting into the workers' compensation defense side of things and representing municipal entities, Fortune 500s, and basically learning the game from the defense side. So yeah, I agree. I think it gives us a different perspective on how we handle our cases and how we move forward.
Yeah, I remember when we first started out and we were doing primarily defense work, when I used to go to court and I would be representing companies and defending workers' compensation claims. And I remember several injured workers, especially females, would catch me in the bathroom and say, "What do I need to do so you would represent me?" And I just thought it was kind of funny because I would say, "Oh, wait. Technically, I represent only the companies." And they would say, "Oh, I understand that, but what do I need to do so you could represent me?" And I remember telling you these stories and you kind of saying, "Well, why don't you represent?"
Yeah, no, I mean, I would get the same thing going to court, and you go to court and you have these people that are confused by the process, they're confused by the system, they're trying to represent themselves, and we're there doing our thing for the employer. And I know, and we've talked about this, it got to the point where I didn't feel comfortable with that anymore because the workers' compensation system isn't supposed to be so difficult for people who are legitimately hurt. And it got to the point where, we needed to make the change, and we did make that change.
Yes, and I feel like since we've made that change, it's just way more fulfilling as far as, satisfying our clients and just helping injured workers navigate through what's a very simplistic system to us, but we've been doing it for 20 years. I just can imagine not being familiar with it, not even, even if you did have a legal background. I know a lot of attorneys will call and say, explain to me, Kiana, what is this maze called workers' comp? I've handled multi-million-dollar automobile accidents and 18-wheeler cases, but I have no idea of what to do when someone is injured on the job, and I am now stuck in what one attorney classified as the workers' compensation maze.
Yeah, look, I remember when I was handling other types of cases, the wrongful death cases, the car accident cases, what have you. I would look at workers' comp and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'd never do workers' comp." And then, fortunately, we got into it on that defense side. I mean, I really feel there's it's almost like an obligation to help people go through that process, because at the end of the day, where do the laws come from? Well, the laws come from the legislature in Baton Rouge. And who's up there? Well, big business is up there, and they're creating the laws that basically govern who gets what when they're hurt on the job. And, our typical client, working class, blue collar type people, they don't have the time, the resources, to track down their state representative and say, "Hey, look, we need to figure out why I'm not getting paid timely, or what can we change in the law." So coming from the defense background, really understanding how they operate, I enjoy being on the other side. I enjoy going to court and trying my best to whoop up on these attorneys that represent the employers, because at the end of the day, you have good, hard-working people that are just getting taken advantage of by a bad system. That's how I see it.
Oh, definitely. And I think that one of the areas where you see that is at the beginning of the claim, when that initial package just doesn't get there and it doesn't inform the injured worker about their rights to choose their choice of physician.
At Mitchell & Associates, we've seen too many good people get hurt by a flawed workers' comp system.
So we make it our mission to get you all the benefits you deserve.
It doesn't cost anything to ask us questions.
We'll provide an assessment of your case for free.
Too hurt to work? Call us.